long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now toss, left side for Harris. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
No motion over Flowers. 2nd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Andrews is able to pick up that 1st down, and it's just so nice to see him back on the field. He had that brutal leg injury a year ago. He had over 500 yards in just 10 games, so the production is still there. He's always going to be one of Lamar Jackson's favorite targets, and I can tell you what, they're excited to have him back in the lineup.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. He finds Likely, his tight end. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
Still 1st down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he will power his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
In motion comes Andrews. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Raven first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Second down and 8. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On the option, they give it to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long. Now Jackson. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll give it to Harris again. He's to the 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies, and
he will fight his way to the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll go again here with Henry. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's third and 7. Throwing Jackson. He's got his man complete to Johnson. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Raven first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The motion man is Johnson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Jackson up top again. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Third and short, Jackson. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, on comes the 7-time Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, for the Ravens field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Russ. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
The motion man is Johnson. Off the play fake, Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And They've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Third down and 9. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Another run here with Harris. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
The motion man is Johnson. A design run here with Jackson. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for third and goal. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try to, and he will score. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Tucker for the point after. His kick is good, and the Ravens up their lead. It's now 24-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Now a loose football. One of the Ravens has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a deep hole gets even deeper. This has been one-sided right from the start, and this first half nightmare continues.
In a league, Mike, where we see so many close games and there's such parity, every now and then it just seems one team is just clearly dominant, clearly in control of a game, and so far in this first half, that's what's unfolding in front of us. We'll see if they can get back into it in the second half, but up until this point, this team is in complete control.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. A run. Here's Harris. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Corliss Waitman now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Wallace now on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, after the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The motion man is Johnson. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Going to go right back to Henry. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Third and short, Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
First and 10. Jackson now. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Jackson now on second down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
No motion over Flowers. Jackson up top again. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
I love the call here on 3rd and inches. Everyone, when they're looking at the running back, is anticipating you handing him the ball. He can get lost sometimes in the passing game and in the structure of the concept. In this case, the quarterback's able to find him open, and he's able to move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. To the air one more time with Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The whole team's offense, and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Russ. Catch made by Pickens. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Harris. Harris, 1st down, he's not done. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that 1st and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
On 1st down, Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now to throw on first down. He finds Likely, his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. Oh, yeah. Ravens bring their punt team out. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's got his man. It's Pickens. They get 16 on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here